as well. So without further ado, Miss Jackie Morrison is our amazing, spectacular special guest today. And it says that Miss Jackie is God's business lady. Hey, come through. Do we have any of God's business ladies in the house? It says she is a Jesus follower, a wife, a mother, author, and founder of God's Business International, a society geared towards making God the CEO of your business, obtaining an MBA degree, and having over 20 years of experience in the corporate world as a six-figure executive. Oh, your girl, get them coins. Somebody drop me some coins. Yes. She has built a lot of knowledge and has surpassed so many hurdles. She is passionate as a lifelong trainer and the go-to girl when it comes to networking and business resources. What I tell you, I'm telling you, she is literally the go-to girl, right? The wife mompreneur launched and grew her business working only a handful of hours while still maintaining a 9 to 5. So yes, you can have the best of both worlds. Married for over 14 years, raising 6 children. Somebody better come on and work it in ministry. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, you know we got to bring Jackie on. Oh my goodness. Did somebody see that bio? Come on now. Not only does she maintain a 9 to 5, not only has she been married for 14 years, but raising 6 children and still in ministry. Woo, come through, girl. Come through. I need some fire emojis. I need somebody that puts some fire emojis through here. Baby, I'm over here out of breath with my little 3. Grandma called it children. I'm out of breath with my 3 little children.
Right.
Oh my goodness, how you managed to do 6 and continue to be a beautiful, nurturing wife, continuing to have ministry, continuing to work a full-time job and a business. Honey, hats off to you. Hats off to you. Look, we got to bow down out here, y'all. We got to bow down out here in these images.
Nobody but God.
Yes, my goodness, Miss Jackie killing it. And she killing any excuse we got, y'all. So if you had any excuse, she just eliminated that. It don't matter if you're married, check, she's done that. It don't matter if you have multiple kids, check, she's done that. It don't matter if you have a job, check, she's done that. It don't matter if you're in ministry, check, she's done that. Come through, Miss Jackie. Yes. Thank you, and what an honor to have you this morning. Yes. So I know that I've kind of went over your bio, but just tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Woo wee, honey.
I know, right?
I know. I'm like, that's me for real.
That's me for real. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just excited. I do have my business, making sure that God is the CEO over everything that we do, our business, our lives. Like that is number one. And so, so I do have a blended family. My husband and I are 14 years. We raised 6 beautiful children. We got 2 more to go. Woo!
Hey, come on, girl. Count them down, baby.
We count them down, right? Yes. And so, so working, I've been in corporate for the last 20 years, and I like, it's difficult for a woman to go from a 9 to 5 that you've been established at for so long into entrepreneurship. So that's where my whole field of study is. That's where I help women out in that area. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me.
Yes, come on. And that is amazing. And so listen, you guys, we're going to hop right into it. Let me just tell you, yesterday when I was talking to Miss Jackie, because I do a pre-interview just the day before, just to kind of get a gist of how the energy is going to flow, make sure the guest and I make sure we gel well, right? Because everybody might not be a good fit. And y'all know I have to make sure I bring y'all somebody that is fire, somebody that is going to come with that information, and somebody that is just going to also keep it real. Because y'all know we keep it 100. Let me get my 100s. With my 100s out there, y'all know we keep it 100. So yesterday, when Jackie and I were speaking, we talked about something that a lot of people do not address. There's something that a lot of people do not address, especially when it comes to the area in the realm of being successful, of being prosperous, of having what it is you want. There is this one thing. There's technically three that she's going to go over, but today I want us to spend the meat and potatoes. I want us to spend the majority of the time talking about this one thing that you must. It's not an option. It's not an option whether you have this or not. There is one key ingredient, like grandma say, it's that one thing. It is the substance. It is the substance of everything. If you want success in your marriage, if you want success in your parenting, if you want success in your business and your finances, there is one word that you must have. Miss Jackie, please do us the honor of letting us know what that one word is.
Yes, so she is so right. I tell you, these are the foundational keys of my business. And so that there's three C's to it, but the main one that we're going to focus on today is character. Is character. It's character.
Somebody type that in. Somebody type in character. Because, baby, we're going to give it to you today. This is something mama and them might not have told you about character. The pastor might not have told you about character. When you signed up to get your doctrine or your associates, and all, they may not have told you about character, but let me tell you something right now. Your money cannot take you somewhere where your character cannot keep you. Ooh, come on, Jackie. Ooh, y'all ain't ready for this one today, baby.
So character is defined as what makes a person distinct from others, and their moral qualities, And so, the character is truly demonstrated in your actions, but true character resides in your heart, And so, it was so good when we were talking on yesterday, Desiree. You said, you immediately went to Genesis 1:26 yesterday. And you were like, God said, let us make man in our own image after our likeness. So what is your character looking like? And so, many of us are talented, we are gifted, but our character is jacked up.
Come on now.
From the flow up, as they used to say.
Yes, come on now.
You're wondering why, you're not selling your products. You're wondering why your services aren't being sold. You don't have any clients, or you're wondering why your ministries aren't filling up.
Yes.
You have to look at your character. Character is so important. It's so important.
Lord. It really is.
It is. And so there's a little assessment that I like to do. So when my clients start, I do a little assessment on their character. And so I want to do it very quickly here. And I want you to kind of think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying and do a self-assessment. Okay. Yes. Do a self-assessment. So if you can say yes to any of these, then you definitely need to work on your character. And character is a work in progress. Okay?
It is.
My character is perfect. Nobody's character is perfect, right?
No, come on now.
It's a work in progress. But there are some points to our character that we need to identify, and we need to definitely, change quickly if we want to be successful, right? And so, listen to this self-assessment. It seems like negativity surrounds me. Does negativity just surround you?
Come on now.
The worst before the better. Do you think of the worst before the better? I regret what I say and do often. So are you saying things and then you regret what you say, or you regret what you're doing? I don't have any lasting relationships. So whether it's a friendship, whether it's a spouse or whatever, you don't have any lasting relationships. Look at the relationships that are around you. Do any of them lasting more than a month or more than a year? I don't need a team to succeed. So are you thinking that you can do it all by yourself?
Come on now. Come through, right?
If you in business, you in ministry, you can't do it all by yourself. So you don't need a team, right?
Mm-hmm. There is no I in team. There is no I in team.
That's right. I feel like I am always disrespected. So do you
Wow.
feel like you're always being disrespected? It's my way or no way. It's my way or no way. And then the last one is, people say I am mean. Do people say you are mean?
Come
Okay.
on now.
So think about that self-assessment. Does any of those apply to you? Does
Come on
any
now.
of those apply to you? So you can fake it outwardly. So we can fake it,
Yeah.
right? We can,
Mhm.
we can walk the walk and talk the talk sometimes, but what are your motives behind it? What are
Yes.
your motives behind it? And so true godliness, true Christian character includes both the right action and the right motive. So it's
Come
not
on.
just actions, but it's also the motive behind those actions.
And that is so good. I love what she said. You guys, make sure you're sharing this out. Make sure you're sharing this out, because there may be some business owners that's not understanding why they're not going to the next level. Can we be 100? There may be some woman out there that can't understand why she's not getting married. Oh, I need somebody to catch this today. Come on now. There are some people that are saying, I am lonely, I am alone, and they don't understand that it is their character, because they're so busy blaming everybody around, till they refuse to look inside.
Yeah.
They're so busy blaming mama, daddy, and I understand a childhood was abusive. I understand everything you went through as a child. Look, I get it, right? They so busy blaming the kids, or they're blaming their boss. They're blaming so many people, and they're not looking within. Let me tell you something, that character is so important. And like Jackie said, and this is not to get biblical or anything, but the word of God says this. It says, the Lord said, let us make man in our image. That word image, it didn't mean the outside. It says in our likeness. It meant let us make him in our character. That word character is so important. Let me tell you something. You can spend 30 years building your reputation. You can spend 30 years building your business. You can spend 50 years building your company or corporation. You can spend 50 years building your marriage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And in 30 seconds, and
Mm-hmm.
in 5 seconds, one wrong move of your character can tear it all down, can
Absolutely.
tear down 30 years.
Absolutely.
And you know, a good example, you guys, is Tiger Woods.
Mm-hmm.
So Jackie and I were speaking yesterday, right? And Tiger Woods is a prime example. Baby, you can't even say golf without saying the word Tiger Woods. Like, soon as you say golf, can we be honest? Tiger Woods immediately comes to mind. So I pulled up an article on Tiger Woods that says this: there is still a lot of golf to be played for Tiger Woods. But after what he went through with his cheating scandal, it looks for the time being that the one time great golfer and the possible greatest golfer to ever play the game may never return to the form that he once possessed.
Mm-hmm.
There was once a time when Tiger Woods' skills could not be touched. Now, as he recovers from injury, he is looking to find the stroke again that made him the number one golfer in the world. His character could not keep him there. His skills kept him there, yes. His ability to play golf kept him there, yes. But his character, he still has some things on the inside. He still had some work that he needed on the inside. And that character ended up killing him in the long run. They said, man, he ain't been right ever since.
That's right. That's
He
right.
ain't been right ever since. So today we want to see, you guys, listen. What can we do? And Jackie is going to come forth and give you some amazing tips on how we can improve our character. Can we be honest? Can we just look? And I ain't here to offend nobody. R. Kelly, look at the type of character.
Mm-hmm.
Can we be honest? Michael Jackson, the man had a gift. I ain't here to judge nobody. The man had a gift out of this world. But why was his character, when it came to children, always questioned? Can we be honest, y'all? Can we be so honest right now?
That's right.
So,
That's true.
Jackie, give us some tips. Give us some things that we can do, or maybe some things that we can even watch for to see if there's a flaw in our character. I know you just gave us some great tips, but let us know, what things we can watch out for to also notice the character flaws in others as well.
That's right. That's so good. That's so good. And I always relate character back to sports. We even talked about yesterday. I think it was Terrell Owens, a football player. And, he was an amazing football player, but his character, the coaches didn't want to sign him to their teams because his character, his attitude was so horrible. And I think I told you even last night, I tell my kids all the time, my two boys, they play sports, that a coach would rather work with a child or a player that doesn't have all the talent, but their character is good. Their heart is good, because, they're not teachable. They're not coachable. So are you teachable? Are you coachable? Right. And you have to be open. You have to be open. And so some of the 3 keys to your character. And again, God is my CEO. So I'm always talking about God. Back to the Bible, right? The Bible is our blueprint for success. And so the main one, the first one is the fruit of the Spirit, the fruits of the Spirit. So if you don't know what the fruits of the Spirit are, go to your Bible, go to Galatians 5:22, and you need to read what the fruits of the Spirit are. Love, joy, peace, patience. Are you patient? Not just with your clients, not just with your customers, but are you patient with your children? Are you patient with your husband? Okay, because that can flaw your character. One thing that I just gets under my skin is when I see a pastor or a CEO or a business owner getting up and they're speaking to crowds and they're greeting people and they're talking, but then they go home and they're treating their family terrible.
Come on now.
To them. They're not speaking life to them, and it happens all the time, right? Kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Those are the fruits of the Spirit. So if you work on those fruits, identify which one of those fruits you're lacking in. I know sometimes I'm not as patient as I should be. I know sometimes I'm not as kind as I should be, but I ask the Lord to help me with those areas, because what reflects at home will eventually reflect on the outside, right? And so definitely the fruits of the Spirit. And when I think about fruit, I think about cultivation. Okay. I think about cultivation. See, fruit just doesn't pop up on a tree, right?
Come on now.
Starts as a seed in the ground, right? That fruit starts as a seed in the ground, but that seed has to be cultivated. I can't just leave it there, right? I need to water it. I need to fertilize it. I need to, make sure ain't no weeds growing up around it to choke it out, right? And so I have to cultivate that thing. So even with our character, we got to cultivate our character. We have to work on it. We have to water it. We got to make sure ain't no bad seeds around it. We got to make sure ain't no weeds around it, right? And so definitely make sure that you're cultivating your fruit, cultivating your character and what's on the inside of you. The other thing is your relationships. You need to look around you. Look around you at the people that you hanging around. What are their values? Okay. What are their beliefs? Because a lot of times their values and beliefs are the same as your values and beliefs.
Exactly.
So and you like, wait a minute, you better check yourself.
Yes.
Definitely check yourself. So your relationships are super important. Your circle is super important, right? Your circle will determine what your character looks like. Because if you in school, when you were in high school, there's all these cliques, right? There's all these cliques. And when you look at certain cliques, you can identify different character from everybody in that clique. Right? You can just know, you would know what they are. 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, bad company corrupts good character.
Come on.
Bad company, good character. And so last but not least is presentation. How are you presenting yourself? Right? And I'm huge on this because social media, it has, just blew up. blew up within the last 10 to 15 years, right? And so everybody's on social media. And so now you've been on social media for 3 or 4 years, talking crazy, posting crazy stuff, but now you want to start a business. Now you want to start a ministry. Okay. Or you already have a business, you already have a ministry. And one post is, a good post. And then the next post, you mad at your baby daddy on Facebook.
Hey, come through one time, sis. Girl, if you don't stop reading people right now.
Yes. You trying to build a brand, but you sitting up here, talking about folks or posting craziness or presenting yourself in a very bad way. So how can you build a brand, a trustworthy brand when you're doing that? So those are some keys right there that you can start with in identifying character flaws, not only in yourself, but just like Desiree said, in the people around you. Are the people around you showing love and joy and peace and all the other fruits of the spirit?
My goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on, y'all. Where the fire emojis? Where are the fire emojis right now? Let me tell y'all, she just dropped so much. I'm not even gonna call it game. She just drop so much life-changing information. It's almost like what Amy was said. If you would have did the discovery, if you would have watched for the character, you would have knew the type of person that you were dealing with, and you wouldn't be hurt. You wouldn't be going through what you're going through right now, right? If we do these self-discoveries and these things that Jackie is telling us to do, then guess what? We don't have to go back on what oh my goodness. When you said you out here on Facebook talking about your baby daddy or talking about your wife or talking about your kids, and now you'd have been so negative, and now you want somebody to actually buy from you. You want somebody to actually support you. And your last post is you smoking. Your last post is you drinking. Your last post is you dropping it like it's hot. Are you serious right now? I mean, unless you're selling Fashion Nova, I don't know what you want us to buy from you. I don't understand how you want us to support you, right? But that goes back to your character, because so many people are seeking attention. I need you to make sure that you're seeking the right type of attention. Right? Because not all attention is good attention, baby. And one thing about the word, once it's spoken, you can't take it back. You can't take that back. You can't bring it back. Once the word has been released from you, once the action or the move, once you've done whatever it is, it can't be taken back. Now, she said some amazing things, and I hope that you guys literally are taking some really good notes. She said to cultivate your gift. Many of you, oh my goodness, if you just understood the cultivation process, it's almost like if you have a cake in the oven. If you have a cake in the oven and it might look good on the outside, it might look done on the outside, but baby, if you stick that little toothpick, you stick that fork in it, and you still see the debris, let me tell you something, that cake is not done. Okay? That cake is not cultivated. And a lot of y'all, you're hopping out here prematurely in your business. This is another reason why we're having this lunch and learn, because we want to make sure that you're doing it the right way and you're not hopping out here too quickly. You're not ready to get married to, baby, you ain't even known him 90 days. Even a job, make sure you work 90 days before they even give you benefits. Oh, can we be 100 right now? You done already busted down and busted open on the first night. Oh, okay, that might have been a little too much.
That's real. Keep it real.
Okay, even a job make you wait 90 days, and that's the minimum. Before they attach to you, they won't even give you insurance. They won't give you a 401k. They won't even give you a badge. Typically, your badge is temporary unless you can make it past a 90-day probation.
That's right.
You won't even be with him or her long enough to cultivate and see if they can go past 90 days.
That's right.
You already ready to get married. Y'all done already did everything in every type of way. Come on now. That's right. This is not what we're here for, right? That's a character issue. It's a character issue. And we're not here to down nobody. Trust and believe we done all been there before. You know what I'm saying? Like we not judging nobody because we've been there. Okay. This is experience talking. Come on now. Yes. The next thing she said is your circle, your relationship. Who are you hanging around? I'm so honest. I want y'all to literally do a self-evaluation right now. Who are the last 5 people that you talked to today? Who are the last 5 people that you've texted? Because let me tell you something, a millionaire or someone that is wealthy will tell you your net worth, your net worth is in direct correlation, in direct alignment with your net work.
That's right.
Let me say it again. Your net worth means your dollar amount. How much money are you worth? If they took an evaluation of your net worth, it's going to be in direct correlation to your net work.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're hanging around 5 broke people, 5 people with a poverty mentality, 5 people that don't want to get off welfare, Section 8 food stamps, 5 people that's okay. And I'm not knocking working for somebody else if that's what God has placed you to do. But if you're hanging around 5 people that's continuously telling you, don't start the business, don't start the business, don't start the business. If you're hanging around 5 broke people, you're going to be the 6th.
Come on.
There's no way around that. Can we just be real?
That's
but
right.
if you're hanging around, I don't even care if it's 3, man, the word of God says 2 or more. If you're hanging around at least 2 wealthy people, at least 2 people, they may not have it tangibly, but mentally the wealth is there. And baby, you know, it's just a matter of time before it'll line up.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hanging around just 2, it's just a matter of time before you become the 3rd.
That's right.
The next thing she said is presentation. If you in something skin tight and I can see your vein through your thigh, that's a problem, right? That this is what you're presenting to the world, right? Or even in business, it's the same way. If that website halfway through up, or the information you telling me is halfway through up, or you're not even punctual, you tell me that you're gonna open at 9, or your sign says you're gonna open at 8, baby, it's 8:15, 8:30, and you strolling in here like the wind just blew you up in here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the presentation. If you're telling somebody you're going to call them at 9 and here come 9:15, oh girl, I'm so sorry. And or this, that's your presentation. Right. And let me tell you something. Grandma used to say presentation is everything. Presentation is everything. So we just thank you so much for those keys. Now, I know you guys, I do want us to be able to kind of take just a little minute to hop into the other 2 C's. Now, again, she said C. So we have the first C, the first character, and now the next 2 C's. What are the next 2 C's for me, Jackie?
Okay. So the other 2 C's, and we really talked about it earlier in the challenge. I've been on the challenge every day. Like, this is so good. All good information. I'm telling you that I've paid thousands of dollars for. Okay.
Come on now, real talk, y'all.
I've done that. I've been there. I've had coaches where I paid them $500, $600 a month just to give me this type of information. So, y'all, let me tell you, take this information, write it down, take a picture, as they used to say.
Yes, come on now. Yes.
So, the other 2 C's, the first one is commitment, right? Commitment. Like, you have got to be committed to your goal, to your vision, your business, your marriage, your children, your ministry, whatever it is, you have got to be committed. And some ways to stay committed is to make sure that you write down your why. Write down your why. Why are you doing this? Your why should be so deep that it brings tears to your eyes. Okay. And you might say, well, what do you mean my why? Why are you doing this? Okay. Are you doing this so you can change the trajectory of your family? Are you doing this because you want to break generational curses? Are you doing this so that your mama and your daddy or whoever can get out of poverty so that you can pay their house off and they don't have to live from not paycheck to paycheck, but on a fixed income? So why are you doing what you're doing? And the reason why you need to have your why written down is so on those days when you don't feel like getting out of bed, on those days when you don't feel like doing anything for your business, on those days when you don't feel like, working with that client or selling that extra product, you can look at your why and say, I gotta push. I gotta keep going.
Come on now, yes.
Gotta keep going, right? And so another thing under commitment is accountability. And we talked about it's so important that you have some type of accountability, right? When I was writing my book, I couldn't finish my book until I hired an accountability partner.
Hey,
because
on,
you'll let yourself down before you let somebody else down, right? And so in that case, I had to have somebody push me to finish writing my book because I didn't want to let that person down. So accountability. And then the last thing on commitment is people are watching you. People are watching you. If you start in a different business every other day, people are watching you. That doesn't show commitment at all, right? That just shows you, pretty much, just being fly by night. And how can somebody follow you if you jump in here, there, and everywhere, right? And so the second C that I teach.
Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Yo, I got to break this down. Hold on, Miss Jackie. Don't be dropping these bombs on us and run over and keep on moving, girl. I need somebody to make sure that you call everything. Do y'all think I'll be playing? I literally be writing and taking down notes too. If you're not taking down notes, if you're not taking this serious, I don't know what to tell you. Like she said, man, I've literally, honey, I'm with you. I pay $500, $600, $1,000 a month for a coach to go over these things, to teach me these things because I didn't know them myself. So when we come here, we're doing this, you guys, because we absolutely love you. You are my why. Why I do this is because I don't want you to have to struggle the way I struggled. I don't want you to have to make the same mistakes that I made. So if I can keep you from making the mistakes I made, if I can keep you, or Jackie can keep you from struggling the way that I had to struggle, or she had to struggle, or spend the hundreds of thousands of dollars that we have spent in coaching and events and products and services. I mean, we're literally into over 6 figures, literally over into 6 figures in spending on educating ourselves and being able to give us the tools and resources to take our business to the next level. That's right. We're doing this for real.
For real, for real.
She said this. She said, under commitment, first and foremost, man, you have to first yourself be committed. You cannot expect somebody else to be more committed to something than you. So you want a committed client and you're not even a committed coach, or you want a committed customer and you're not even a committed provider. When I tell you Tech Queen, her sister passed, she could have told me, man, look, sis, I'm not into this. I'm not about to do this. We don't even know if we're going to be able to bury her with this COVID-19. We don't know what's going on. This woman did not give me one excuse. That's commitment. Some of y'all looking for an excuse. You looking for a reason. You looking for a reason to get up out of something, baby. Let a chew, girl. I'm sick. I can't even come. I can't even do it. I can't even serve you today. I can't. You have to cross me off, girl. I'm sick. Sick. You just sneeze. What? Right? How committed are you? The next thing she said is to know your why. Know your why. I had somebody ask me back when, I don't know, Power, or I went to Atlanta to visit some of my friends, right? And they said, girl, have you seen an episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta? So for some of you, now they know I was actually on the first episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I wasn't one of the people, but I was actually there. I used to live in Atlanta back there. And they knew it was something near and dear to me, because when you're there at the beginning and the birth of something, you like, oh, you feel like you're a part of it, right? I said, baby, I'm gonna sit here and watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I ain't hit my quota yet this month. Come on now, I still got people over here that need this service. I still got, like, my mind is so far from being entertained. Some of y'all, you being too entertained right now. You're overly entertained. When I talk to my children, all they want to do is play the game, baby. That is a form of entertainment, and too much of anything is not good. That's right. Point blank, period. I'm not saying don't have a little outlet, because we all do need some me time. But if you're binge watching for 6 and 7 hours, that's a problem, because that was 6, 7 hours you could have put into your business. That was 6, 7 hours you could have figured out the psychographic or the demographic of your client. That was 6, 7 hours you could have been tweaking to figure out how can you take your product to the next level? How can you take your service to the next level? How can you go to the next level?
Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's so funny. I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were talking about television, and they were talking about the whole thing of, you know, us watching it and not being productive, and they broke it down to tell a vision.
Come on now.
Television is telling you the vision that they want you to have, but that's not your vision. Your vision is totally different than the television. So stop watching TV. I don't know who that's for.
Stop watching too much TV, right? And then what my mentor used to tell me is tell lies through vision. Tell live vision. Television. Tell live vision. Tell lies through your vision. Come on now. Okay, y'all. Don't play with us now, because y'all know we'll break this thing all the way down. And another thing she said that I think is so key and that is so important. She said she hired an accountability partner. Did y'all catch that? She said she hired somebody. What's so funny is you want people to pay for your services, but you don't want to pay for nobody else's. Come on now. You don't actually want to hire the help that you need, but yet when it comes to someone trying to get you to discount your rate or get you a hookup, let me just be honest, y'all, hookups don't pay your bills. The barter system, it don't pay your bills, right? Okay, you do my hair, I'm gonna do your nails. No, I ain't into that. I don't like to do that. What is your fee for doing my nails? Here, let me pay you that. This is my fee for doing your hair. Let me pay you that. I would never come to Miss Jackie and say, hey, Miss Jackie, listen, girl, let us swap coaching services. I'm gonna coach you on this and I'm gonna swap it out for you to coach me on that. What in the God's green? Let me get $3 on pump number 2 stuff is that? What type of poverty mentality is that? We're not doing that, y'all. We're not playing these type of games. Even the word of God says that a workman is worthy of his hire.
That's right. That's right.
You have got to stop separating businesses, the bartering system, the trade-off system. You're worth more. Your business is worth more. And the next word she said is hire. Some of you need to hire help.
Yep.
Can we be 100? Like she said, there is no I in team. Even if you start them off with 2 hours a week.
That's right.
Start somewhere. Start somewhere. Because let me tell you something. My vision one day is to actually have a maid. Let me tell you, that's just me. You can judge me if you want. I want a maid. Okay. Let me just be.
Let me tell you, I have a maid. I got a maid.
See, come through.
Come through once a week. Because I ain't got time.
I ain't got time. And the way I need this dusted here, man, I don't have time. And I love that. So I said, you know what I'm going to do, Desiree? And like you just said, Miss Jackie, even if I bring her once a month,
that's it.
Even if I bring her once a week, it still takes me closer to my goal.
Absolutely.
Make sure y'all have a goal today. Absolutely. Make sure you hire somebody. Stop trying to do it yourself. Look, YouTube University is the bomb, but it ain't the bomb for everything. There is a limiting belief and a poverty mentality when you feel, oh, I can't do it because of money. I've been there. You're looking at a girl that grew up on Section 8 on welfare. I know a poverty mentality. I know what it is. You understand? But go ahead. Come on, Miss Jackie. I just wanted to make sure they broke that down. Y'all give Miss Jackie some fire emojis, some fire emojis for real.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and people think, oh, you this and that because you have a maid or this. No, there's times where I go where maybe I don't get my hair done because I need that maid. I have 6 children. I have a husband. I got to keep myself together. I'm working a 9 to 5. I'm doing all of these things, right? So people, they talk about balance, but there is no balance because one day this child might need this. So I'm catering more to this child than the other 5 children, right? And so you just have to just know where your time needs to be placed at. So I know my time can be placed on folding clothes. You starting your business, you have your kids, your husband, and then your husband coming in and he is, complaining because the clothes being in the basket piled up for the last 2 weeks. You got to do something about that, right? And so anyway, that's a whole nother episode.
Wait, please, Miss Jackie, because girl, you just opened up a can. Please, girl, help us break this limiting belief. Miss Jackie, if you don't come on with that word, girl, and help us break this limiting belief, did you hear what she just said? Please, y'all need some fire emojis. If y'all don't fire me up in this comments today, she said my time is more valuable than folding clothes. Y'all ain't get it. I'm going to tell a DJ, bring it back. DJ, bring that back. Baby, please bring that back, DJ. Did you hear what she said? She said, my time is more valuable than folding clothes. My time is more valuable than doing dishes. Now, that is not permission for y'all to have no nasty house. No. What she is saying, it is more efficient of my time for me to hire someone that can come in and do this for me. So two things happen. The job still gets done, and I still get to spend my time, which is the number one resource we do not get back. I need somebody to catch that. We get the money back, baby. The money come and go. We get the status and the symbol in life back. The status and the symbol, it come and go. She said, my time, my time, my number one resource that God gave me is more valuable than me doing XYZ.
That's right.
What is your XYZ? You the jack of all trades and master of none. And I get it. She just said something so amazing. Do you know how many hats we wear? We wear the hat of a mother. We wear the hat of a wife. We wear the hat of a big sister. We wear the hat of a daughter. We wear the hat of a best friend. Because your best friend still needs you. When your best friend come with them tears, baby, she really ain't trying to hear nothing else because she need her best friend right now. She don't need no CEO. She don't need no wife to pop up. She need her best friend to pop up. We wear the hat of a business owner. So if you can find somewhere where you can cut out some of these things,
that's right. That's right.
It's worth it. Miss Jackie, you don't even know how you just helped us today, because there's somebody on here that's trying to balance it, and baby, you about to go berserk. You about to go crazy. I don't even care if you hire a 16-year-old. Get your little 16-year-old niece. Come on now. Tell her you're going to give her $20 and come over here and do this kitchen for you, or do this. Somebody better catch this today.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, no. Yes.
You know, and even with the, not even even with a maid, but it could be with anything. Like if you have a business and you know your strength is not bookkeeping, go hire you a bookkeeper, right? Because you're spending 20 hours on trying to do your bookkeeping, somebody can come in and do that in an hour. And guess what? Now you have 19 hours to focus on what your strength is. And that, of course, can bring you in more money to pay for the bookkeeper. You know, so you have to just kind of see where your weaknesses are, kind of see where you can bring in some help. It doesn't have to be the highest bookkeeper in or wherever you're from, right? It can be the intern that's in college that needs some experience, right? It can be, you know, your niece, your nephew. It could be, you know, somebody like that. It doesn't have to be the person that charges, you know, $3,000 an hour. But you have to understand and know, okay, if I'm not good in this area, let me just outsource this area. If I'm not good at cleaning my house and mopping my floor, let me outsource this area. If I'm not good at cooking meals, let me hire me a chef to come in and cook 3 times a week or do some meal prep. And you might think it's expensive, but you're wasting your time on that when you can be focusing on and maximizing your time on your strength.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That was so powerful. And I also want to make sure we thank you, Holy Spirit, today. This is so amazing. She said something that even if I have to sacrifice getting my hair done, if sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice, right? You're going to have to sacrifice for the bigger picture, for the greater picture, right? So if it's better for you to be able to hire this bookkeeper, to hire the accountant, to hire the graphic designer, to hire whoever it is better for you to do that than to hold off on your weave, than to hold off on your martini, than to hold off on your going out to kick it, than to cancel that cable. If it's better for you to do that, baby, you better do that. My goodness, Miss Jackie, this has just been so amazing. This is so fire, so fire, so fire. We just thank you today, man. This word is so wonderful. Okay, 2, I know we don't have time to go into the 2, but could you at least give us the last 2? If anybody is learning something today, because I know this was for somebody, please put some fire emojis. Please put some fire emojis. It was over you.
So we went over character, we went over commitment, and the last C is consistency. And I know, again, we talked about this earlier in the challenge, but we just cannot stress it and say it enough of how important consistency is. What are your plans? What are your routines, right? I have a morning routine, and your morning routines are so important. What do you do when you first wake up in the morning? I think you talked about this yourself, Desiree, about putting that phone down and not looking at that phone first thing in the morning, prayer, meditation, exercise, self-development, reading, all of that. What are your routines? Your routines will help you with your consistency. Focusing. What are you focusing on right now? And are you focusing on what God wants you to focus on right now, right? Because sometimes we focus on things that we shouldn't be focusing on. God didn't tell us to focus on it. We're doing it ourselves. And then get out of your feelings. Get out of your feelings. Okay, come on, sis. Look, I talk to women all the time, so I be forgetting there's brothers on the phone too. So come on, bro. Come on, bro. Get out your feelings. Be consistent, y'all. You can't. I've gotten so much business. I mean, I talk to people. I'm also in multi-level marketing, and I've talked to people a year ago and 2 years ago about what I do, and they said no. They said no, but guess what? Because I've been consistent over those last couple of years, now they're coming back and they're saying, hey, sign me up. I'm ready now. But that's because of consistency. And people want to see consistency.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That is so beautiful. That is so wonderful. My goodness, you cannot make this up. And listen, you guys, as y'all know, this time seemed to evaporate. Where it went, I don't know. But Miss Jackie, before we get out of here, we always like to ask, what is the final takeaway, or what are the final words that you have for our audience? And also, where can we find you?
Yes. So the final words would be, well, let me tell you where you can find me first. Okay. You can find me everywhere.
That's that part. Come on now.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram at God's Business Lady, or Jackie Morrison, either one. My website, www.godsbusinesslady.com. I am getting ready to, I'm starting a new wealth club. So if you're interested in being a part of the Wealth Club, you can go to Chic Wealth Society, Chic, CHIC, wealthsociety.info. And you go on the mailing list for the Wealth Club. I'm super excited about that. Email me. I think also, are you going to talk about the giveaway or?
Yeah, go ahead. Please do. Yeah, talk about the giveaway. That'll be wonderful. And what do they need to do to qualify?
Okay. So, of course, we've been having giveaways every single day, but attached to the giveaway is some next steps and some action items, right? Attached to it. So one of the action items that I want you to take, and I believe in action items, I believe in next steps. You got to do something. You can't just get all this information and then not do nothing with the information, right? So some of the next steps that I want you to take today is to really think about your character, really think about what you should be working on, really evaluate your circle. And I want you to write it down. And if you don't know, I want you to ask somebody. I want you to go to somebody in your circle, and I want you to ask them, do you think I have love, joy? Do I need to work on my patience? Do you think I need to work on my kindness? Okay. Ask somebody if you don't know what those things are. And I want you to write those things down. And you don't have to share it out publicly if you don't want to in the group, but at least put it in the comments or in the group that you did it. You did what you were supposed to do. So those are your next steps. And I'm going to actually give away 2 of my books. So we're going to have 2 winners. I did write a book. It's the 31-day devotional for the aspiring entrepreneur, appointing God as your CEO. And so you can find the book on Amazon, but I am giving away 2 books as well.
Yes. And I have this book, you guys. I want you to know I have this book. I love that book. I'm not going to tell you to do anything or bring anybody that I first myself haven't invested in that I believe in. And the book is really amazing. If you're looking to go to the next level, looking to take business, even your walk with God, with our creator to the next level, this is going to be amazing. 31 days. Hey, these next 31 days can and will change your life. So everybody put some fire emojis in there, some round of applause, some AA, something for Miss Jackie, because she really fire today. And you guys, listen, thank you for everybody that signed up for the Lunch and Learn. You guys, we literally have 1 slot left. As of, I think, 11:59 yesterday, Yolanda took the 9th slot. We have 1 spot left. So everybody that was waiting, I don't know what you was waiting for. I don't know if you didn't think it was going to fill up or what. We literally have 1 slot left. So you know to go to www.desireeking.com/lunch is $147. We could only take 10 because we want to be able to work with you personally and go over your business with you. So listen, it's only 1 slot left. So lucky winner to that last person that takes that last slot. And again, you guys, make sure you connect with Miss Jackie because she is amazing. Like I said, she has been so key with not only inviting out other key, influential, wonderful women of God to this challenge, but she's just been such a great support for me. Oh my goodness, I can't even tell you. You guys, make sure you go out and follow her. I hope everybody got something good. Again, head over to the Hurt to Healing Challenge. Make sure you write what was your biggest takeaway for today. Somebody start that post for me. What was your biggest takeaway for today? And again, Jackie, we thank you so much for coming. And it was such
an honor. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. So we love each and every one of you. And of course, you guys, we just go take it out with this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to come back tomorrow. Anybody else, they taking our swag. Virtual Lunch and Learn. The Virtual Lunch and Learn Lounge. Let me put the lounge on it, baby. The Virtual Lunch and Learn Lounge.
I'm going to be doing a step-by-step training on how to set up features that are going to help you get more deposits from your sites and pages.
Where is your gift?
For my nonprofits, I'm going to show you how to design a website that is really going to be helpful for you. We're going to go over a site that I actually designed so you can get some ideas and some creative juices flowing.
And we're going to go over all of the things that are stopping you, all of the obstacles, anything that can be hindering you, not only mentally, spiritually, financially. What is holding you back? Because there is some type of blockage. What is holding you back? And we're going to break through that thing, okay? We're going to show you how to have balance, balancing your life, balancing your business, balancing your marriage. Oh, I need somebody to catch that, balancing your health. Nobody wants to prosper and you over here half dead.
It's all about preparing your business online. It's so important to be prepared for things. As we see, COVID-19 was a prime example.
It's about helping you to get your breakthrough. All right. So for that Virtual Lunch and Learn Lounge, it is literally the first 10 only. The first 10 only, y'all. And y'all know I'm a woman of my word. All right.
Everything housed on your website so that when people visit you online, they can get services from you, whether it's a pandemic or not.
And let us help you birth what it is that you're supposed to be birthing. You're supposed to have monthly subscriptions. You're supposed to have 3 and 4 different bundle packages. You're supposed to have sponsorships. You're supposed to have 4 or 5 different levels of offers. You're supposed to have this thing. The word of God says, listen, I didn't come for you to have any type of life. He said, I came that you can have life and life more abundantly. Oh, I need somebody to catch this today.
All of that stuff is going to be included in the Designing for Pricing Tiers workbook. You can click on it from your phone or your laptop once you download it, and you can click on it and type in. So if you need to save a copy and come back and create a new copy, you'll always have the workbook to take with you forever and ever and ever and keep.
That tech queen, I'm telling y'all, she is that woman. She literally, we do this for real.
Structuring your graphics in a way that helps people to visit your sites and pages turn from your visitors to your new clients and your new customers.
Honey, she has you covered. Do you understand me?
And I absolutely love helping my business minds design their business online.
We're telling you and showing you the exact same steps that we use to take our businesses to the next level. And guess what? You can too. And you guys know if this is speaking to your heart, that this is for you. If not now, when?